Yo, what is good YouTube? I'm Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all my performance review on the Adidas T-Mac Millennium. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the T-Mac Millennium features a pretty much herringbone traction pattern. There are some areas of the shoe that feature like a multi-directional pattern instead, but overall it is pretty much herringbone, and the traction on the shoe is actually really nice. Whether I was playing on a clean court or a dusty court, I really didn't have any problems. It does pick up a little bit of dust, so you have to occasionally wipe, but even keeping wiping to a minimal, you still have really nice traction, which was great about this shoe. When I first saw the traction pattern on the shoe, I was a little bit skeptical because, you know, the traction pattern differentiates in different portions of the shoe, or portions of the outsole I should say, but overall the traction was really nice. The shoe has really aggressive bite and you can stop on a dime. It is squeaky too for those of you that like to have that noise. You know, personally I don't really care about it. If it has good traction, it has good traction. But yeah, you know, I was pleasantly surprised with the traction on the shoe. So for traction, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So moving on to the cushion, as you guys know, boost is life. The T-Mac Millennium features full length boost, and it is partially caged on the lateral side and uncaged on the medial side. And for those of you that don't already know how this boost cushion works, pretty much is they have a thicker boost in the back and a thinner boost up in the front, just so you can maintain that core feel and responsiveness while also maintaining that impact protection. But actually what was really interesting about this boost is even though you do have this thick boost unit in the heel, you honestly don't get as much compression in the heel as like with some other boost model shoes. So it is a little bit of a firmer ride throughout the whole shoe. But you know, personally, I'm okay with that. You still have a decent amount of impact protection, just not as much as other boost shoes. And obviously up in the front half of the shoe where the boost is thinner and you have the lateral caging, you have a very responsive cushion setup. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit bummed that the cushion setup in the heel wasn't as nice as it is in like some other boost model shoes, but in the end, it is still boost and it still does the job. It feels great. You still get a decent amount of impact protection, just not as much. And for me, for my play style, I'm perfectly okay with that. For a cushion in the shoe, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Moving on to the materials, the T-Mac Millennium features a full synthetic leather upper, and you know, the materials in hand definitely don't feel like super premium because they're synthetic. They're not supposed to feel super premium, but they definitely do the job well. The synthetic leather offers a lot of containment, which is really nice. And not only that, but you know, this shoe is gonna be really, really durable. Up in the toe box of the shoe, you actually have like a second layer of synthetic leather over the original synthetic leather, which is there for added durability. And yeah, I can't really think of any other reason besides that why they would do that. The synthetic leather does have a lot of ventilation holes on the lateral side and the medial side. So honestly, the shoe doesn't get like extremely hot. And also, you know, on the tongue, you do have mesh. You do have to break in the materials just a little bit before they feel really, really nice on foot. The break-in period isn't terribly long, so just keep playing in them and the materials will start to feel pretty nice. But in the end, the synthetic leather definitely isn't my favorite. So for materials on the shoe, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. So moving on to fit, I think the T-Mac Millennium runs just a little bit big. I would recommend going down a half size. If you guys are wide footers, I would definitely recommend trying these on in stores because I wouldn't really say it's narrow, but you can feel the materials kind of squeezing the sides of your forefoot just a little bit more than you would typically like. And that's mainly due to like this lateral cage right here from the outsole. But for those of you who have normal feet, I would recommend going down a half size, maybe even a whole size depending on the shape of your foot. But for me, I'd say going down a half size would have been really nice. Another thing to mention about the fit is there is a lot of dead space up in the toe box area. It doesn't lay nicely across my foot, and it's definitely noticeable with every step that I take. Sometimes you can actually feel the materials like digging into your foot because of how much dead space there is, and that can get a little bit annoying. Overall, the fit definitely wasn't the best on the shoe. I definitely say that if they fixed the dead space up in the toe box area, the fit would have been a lot nicer, but it is really annoying, and personally, I don't like having that much open space above my toes or above like my foot. So for fit on the shoe, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the support, I thought the support was actually really nice in the T-Max. In the heel, you actually have some Achilles pillows, which helps just, locks your heel in a little bit better, and is also more comfortable around your ankle and like your heel area. In terms of lateral support, it does a great job. I didn't have any lateral instability whatsoever, nor did I have any side-to-side movement on the footbed, and the shoe also provides really good torsional rigidity and stability. Those support features combined with just like the overall containment because of the materials, support was really nice. So for support in the shoe, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The T-Mac Millennium retails for, I believe, $160, and that's a really high price for a basketball shoe. If you guys are T-Mac fans, I would say go ahead and buy a pair. Like, this is a pretty fun shoe to play in, but I would definitely rather play in some other stuff, and those other shoes are actually probably cheaper than this one, which is kind of disappointing. So I guess my overall recommendation is buy these if you're a T-Mac fan. If you're trying to go for the best bang for your buck, like highest performance for the cheapest cost, definitely stay away from the shoe. Don't get me wrong, like I said, this is a very fun shoe to play in, but there are just way better performers out there that are cheaper than this. If you guys have money to blow and you don't mind that dead space up in the toe area, then I'd say go ahead and pick up a pair. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all like this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. While you guys are at it, check out this video on my left and on my right, and that's pretty much it. Till next time, peace.